Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another edition of Plot Points and Pours. My name is David Lee, and we are coming at you pre-recorded and totally scripted from Shaker Heights, Ohio. I'm one of three lovely hosts. Let me pass it over to the man to my left.
Hey, welcome back in, guys. I'm Luke here. Really excited about reviewing this book. It was a great read, very quick read. Yeah. What did you think there, man?
Yeah. Hey, everybody, I'm Cam. Happy to be back again with episode 8, I believe it is. It's hard to keep track with how we keep pumping them out and then taking a delay here or there. But yeah, I know last time Vito was really excited to review this book cover. So without further ado, let's just jump over to him and let him get to it.
Hello, all. Absolutely, yeah. I was very excited about this book review because obviously we have this stunning girl on the front of it. The only thing I think I would have changed differently about this, instead of using koi, I would have probably used like a walleye. I think it would have. The bright color of the koi, I think, didn't do the cover justice. A little dark walleye, or even I don't know. I would say a walleye would have worked out
the
good.
grays of the walleye really would have
Exactly.
popped on a gray.
No, it wouldn't have popped. I think those pop too much. It's not. It doesn't work well with the meaning behind the book.
Some walleye nuggets, yeah. I hear
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Down as shooters.
You don't think the symbolism there with the bright orange was... No. You don't think it was intentional?
If it was, I didn't pick up on it in the book.
And you know, he's like a freaking hawk. Nothing gets by him.
That's true.
Remember that?
Were you doing the cover review, or is that my gig?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do you remember the line? What was it? It was like, the only thing in my dark world that was bright was the beautiful orange koi in my pond.
It was not in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's a good test. You got to keep
Vito.
one another on our toes. We're always constantly testing each other.
You guys think I can't read, man, but I spit these things out.
Well, you do just talk about the book cover, not like
I dig
any
into
words.
And also, that's sometimes why these take longer than a week. It's not because of anybody else reading these books. It's because I struggle with them.
You don't have to say that. We all have a tough
We had to
time
get it out
sometimes.
there already, all right?
Come on.
This wasn't one of those books, though, to be honest, to open this one up. And I'm like, oh, man, it kind of reads like a children's book.
Did, for sure.
I did not feel that way.
In a good way. In a good way.
It was, yeah, it was really, I don't know, like elementary.
Elementary.
Are
you wearing a Hawk Tua shirt?
No, actually, I'm actually happy to talk about this. So, you see this shirt here, everybody?
Oh, God. What are we doing
Chris,
here?
zoom in on it.
So I am now going to be known as Coach Lee. I am now coaching a U5 children's soccer.
Ain't sneaking no 6-year-old in there.
Yeah, all I'm saying is we're called the Fighting Tigers, and our first game's on Saturday, and we plan on taking no prisoners in that league.
Let me see this thing.
Are you guys going to be playing at the new
What's
Browns
the
Dome?
AYSO? Why is it highlighted?
Because it stands for
American Youth
Soccer Organization.
I thought it was one of those new skibbity things for the Gen Alpha.
No way.
Any of these kids got
Hey,
riz?
so
We what I try to bring to the table to the soccer league is just that like attitude type shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just like we go hard type shit.
Okay.
That's what we like.
That's always been your motto, I feel like.
Yeah, really. And I try to bring that, when I coach the U5.
he's going to bring the boom.
Are they?
Yeah. So coaching soccer, not interested in baseball? You just like to watch it?
I actually have been really, really enjoying watching our very own Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, up until the past few days, right? But
They've been on a little slump, but I think, to be honest, so like a lot of the, what you'd say, like maybe confusing choices made by like Vogue bringing in different rookies or trying different things in the lineup is honestly just like probably preparing them for the playoffs and
testing people out.
Yeah, exactly. I think they'll lock it down near the end of the season.
Interesting perspective. See, I thought it was my fault because I posted on Instagram best team in baseball, and then they lost 4 in a row right after that. So
That is
But
tough.
they're still like
blame myself.
right there, I feel
Yeah.
like they're not.
Yeah.
They're a series
down?
away. Yeah.
I might have to delete it. You're right.
Well, this next series is a series that's going to make or break them.
Yeah.
we
Well, I
got
don't
the
think
Twins
that.
or
They're
the
still-
Royals.
It's the
Twins.
Twins.
A month and a half of
It's
baseball.
a 4-game series,
so
though. I mean, you could roll into
Today's
this.
August 7th, Wednesday. They're off tomorrow?
Yes.
No,
No,
Wait, it's
no,
4
they
games
play tomorrow.
So the Twins are in town tomorrow. Wow.
No, they are off.
No, they are
They're
off tomorrow.
They're off.
Oh yeah,
There's a
Friday's a
game in between,
doubleheader.
yeah. Friday's
Yep.
a doubleheader.
Yeah. So
So soccer.
yeah.
Going back to that, what do you think? That's U5, and you guys are probably one of the top teams in America. I'm just gonna guess. If you're coaching, you're probably one of
What
the
of
top
all
teams.
the 5-year-olds?
Great defense. They can't play offense for shit though.
That's not true. You haven't seen the scouting report on us. And if you have, I'm going to report you to the league because that's not allowed.
U23 men's team in the Olympics went on a decent run. They made it to the quarterfinals.
Women's still in, though, right?
U.S. women's national team.
playing
They're
for
in the
the
gold.
gold,
They're
right?
playing for the gold Saturday.
Absolutely love them.
Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they said Saturday.
Is Alex Morgan still on that team?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
they
don't
have
know
a
any
couple
names on
chicks
it.
that are
Like,
like stupid. I watched it yesterday at work.
they're
Excuse
dumb.
me,
Like,
what was that?
They're stupid.
Cut off there.
I watched it at work yesterday.
Yeah, but what did you say before that?
A couple of the
they're
girls are like,
stupid.
stupid fast.
Oh,
Sorry, did I not say fast?
I don't know.
Just said,
yeah.
I saw that they got a couple girls that are stupid.
We do not condone that. That was wrong.
Yeah. All girls are smart and funny and smart.
But keeping that conversation going, how have you guys felt about the Olympics so far? I mean, it's an exciting time, I feel. Middle of the summer, end of summer right now.
I think Luke's been
Paris.
pretty.
I'm
Luke's
an
been pretty
Olympics
locked
guy.
in, yeah.
Every 2 years when they come around, winter or summer, I freaking love it. I live for it. I've been really enjoying it. One thing I want to say, because we're not sponsored by them, I try to watch it on Peacock all the time, and it really ticks me off their coverage of it. But other than that, I've been really enjoying it.
Okay, outside of like, let's say the biggest, like most like watch sports. So let's say like track and field, gymnastics, swimming. Let's exclude those. Have there been like any like surprise sports that like have caught your attention this time around?
The only thing that got us when we were out at the bar, what was that, last weekend?
Oh yeah.
And they're playing Olympic handball,
That was
specifically
pretty crazy.
Olympic, because what I always understood handball to be is like racquetball, but with your hand. This was like, what would we say, like basketball, but you don't have to dribble all the time.
I almost say it's like
you can only
it's
take
kinda
3
like,
shots.
like lacrosse, just throwing the ball in the net.
Yeah, but you have to dribble too, which
Do you?
You don't have to dribble. You can, but you can only take 3 steps.
then you
I think, because I was watching a few more games
I watched some too.
on my own. I think the rule is, and we'll have to fact check this one, but I think the rule is you can't advance the ball without dribbling. But you
Okay.
could take as many steps as you want.
side or back.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool actually. That
Because
makes
they were
sense.
taking like 8 steps at a time horizontally. And I'm like, what? and then they would just
What the
randomly
hell?
dribble.
Oh, okay. I guess that would make sense. But what I say is a sport that I only watch during the Olympics, but it's always entertaining, is rugby. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Rugby, I feel like is one of those like crazy overlooked sports, and I'm not a proponent of it. Like outside the Olympics, I don't get into it, but when it does come around, I kind of am like, how do these people not like break their arms every time they
That
play?
U.S.
Yeah.
women's match,
Yeah.
electric.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
it was. Even though who did they lost to? I don't know. I can't even remember. But they lost
so
by a
much
lot.
shit going on.
Well, they beat Australia with the comeback.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was crazy. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, a player in possession of the ball may not take more than 3
Back to
steps
handball.
without shooting, passing, or dribbling the ball. If you're dribbling the ball, you can keep moving.
So it is 3 steps.
Yeah, and you're allowed to catch the ball when you dribble it, a slight variation from basketball.
If-
What do they call travel? What is it if you take more than 3?
Probably travel, right?
I know these women. I was
It's a
watching
turnover.
women took like
Yeah.
8 steps.
It's just, they're saying it's just a turnover.
They must have in the Olympics. They must have like LeBron rules. Like they're allowed to take a couple extra
Yeah.
You know,
steps.
like in a sport like that, I wonder if you're playing goalie, what's like a good amount of saves to get
Yeah.
the game? Like,
I was
or
watching-
Not a
'cause
lot.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be such a hard. They don't wear pads. Or
Same
anything
thing
like
with
that.
like water polo. I was watching today.
Yeah,
I
I've
was
been
like,
watching a lot of water polo.
Water polo's
actually.
sick.
dude,
It is, but it's
It
stupid
was
in a way. Like it shouldn't be a sport because like there's so much shit that goes on underneath the water, and they just have to let go.
no, today I was watching. Sorry, go ahead.
And also, there's whistles nonstop. And I'm like, what is this? Is this another game going on? They're like, yeah, defensive whistles, they don't stop the game. There's only offensive whistles, but they just keep whistling, calling common fouls on defense. It's like, how do you pay attention to what the hell's going on? And
Do
they,
those things add up or something like a certain
Yeah.
amount of defensive.
I
whistles?
guess
Like-
three faults, you're out of the game.
No, those are offensive fouls though. When you stop the game, when a
Yeah, but
turnover,
I'm saying
basically.
3, whatever they are, faults, you get kicked out of the game. It's like basketball. I watched USA men's today, and it was a freaking hell of a game. It was
the
like
men are
5
still
to
in it?
5, and they won in a
Polo or
water polo.
Yeah.
They won it in a shoot off at the end of the game.
I think that's
It
got
was
to be one
freaking
of the hardest
wild.
sports to do. You got to tread water.
It's
and,
ridiculous.
And do you see like when they shoot how like they propel themselves out
Yeah,
of the
dude,
water?
Dude, they show the
Like,
underwater camera every now and then, and they're just freaking ripping on each
Yeah.
other and tearing each other. And
Did
that's
you play
all
it in gym
illegal.
class? Do you remember playing?
Yeah.
I remember
Man, I
playing
wasn't
it,
very
dude,
good
and
at
I was like,
treading
well, that was the thing. It was like, this is hell. This is insane. How do
Yeah.
you play this shit?
Me and I'm a terrible swimmer, and our old buddy Bryant Turner, remember from high school. Neither of us liked playing it, so you could just
Why
touch,
didn't he like playing it?
I don't know. You could just touch the
Wasn't a
freaking
strong swimmer.
the shallow end, and me and him used to just guard each other on the shallow end while everybody else played each other, so we could stand just a little bit.
There's a little height differential
Yeah,
there.
he was a little deeper than I was.
I think it's kind of funny going back to handball, how we're trying to compare it to like maybe soccer, lacrosse, or basketball. You know what it is?
common-
It's water polo on land.
Yeah,
I guess, but it also
Definitely.
seems like
Absolutely.
it also seems like somebody like probably in Europe was like, this is a gym sport that people play all over the world. Let's just make it an Olympic sport. Like, let's find the
There's
people that are really good at
two
it.
things I seen on it. One you sent us, and both of them are super true. If you haven't seen it, check out a clip of it because you'll understand out there, audience. I think the one you sent us, Cam, was this. If you're watching this sport, you're just thinking, I could put together 6 of my buddies and win this Olympic sport at this 100%. Another one was like, I played this shit in 6th grade in grade school. Like everybody played some dumb crap like that in grade school, and now all of a sudden it's an Olympic sport. How have we never seen it before? Also, though, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's time the U.S. steps up. In
I don't think
Olympic
this is the
handball.
first time
I
it's
think
been
we
the
can
Olympics.
assemble
No,
a
it's not.
squad, an absolute squad. We get a couple baseball
LA Fitness
players,
got a
Four players in
get
the
a
room
couple
right now.
football players.
Well, how about this? How about this?
Flag
Think about-
football players. That just translates.
Think about it this
directly.
way. All right. So, what sport is not in the Olympics? Baseball. You get 6 of the hardest throwing
Yeah.
pitchers to go into that sport.
Just light it up
Just
from
dominate
half
it.
court.
You have
like
goalies running out of the way.
They're throwing like you get
Emmanuel Clase.
Now our handballs in there. It would be electric.
I was
true,
watching
dude.
the women's handball, and some of the moves they made to try to get open was crazy. They
Really?
would like jump and twirl in the air, and then throw like underhand and just BBs right at the goalie.
Nuts, man.
It's so cool.
You see some cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know
Sure.
what? Hey, actually, Vito, you know what would be pretty good to know? What is like the medal count right now? U.S. is leading overall. Are they winning goals?
They were-
One gold
one-
over China and like
They might
20
who knows
medals
they
over.
will.
You know what's? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it seems like we're doing even better than normal. I think last summer.
All right, bam. We are flying away now.
Yeah, the last Summer Olympics, we were kind of like
Oh,
right
Katie
there.
Moon
barely
today, right?
ahead of everybody, and now
China
this year it
always
seems
beats
like
us on
we're
golds, I
way
feel
up.
like. Or
So
usually in the
I
last,
agree, I
like,
agree.
Usually, yeah.
But they're always in some
Total count-
bullshit like diving.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Total count 94 US, 65 China, 27 gold US, 25 China, baby.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we're up by 2.
You know what's something my dad mentioned to me, which is it's true. I always realize this during the Olympics. Whoever the host country is, like it's France right now. You never notice France is a force in the Olympics. Somehow they're in 3rd in medals right now.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever the host nation is,
They do. It's something about it.
Maybe you do get a
even
little
in
bump.
golf.
Must.
Do they
Yeah.
get more
That guy went crazy on the
participants?
last day.
But you gotta
Oh, yeah.
imagine maybe that guy has played that course that they play.
That could be- that's
like,
possible.
There might be course knowledge. or
Nobody else
something
probably
like
ever
that.
played
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
They said I think it was either 17 or 18, so it was either the hardest hole or the second hardest hole. He birdied the first 3 days. It was like nobody birdied it, and he birdied it 3
But it
times.
is
that one I
probably one of
get.
those
That's
things,
insider
like, yeah.
knowledge in a way, which is fair, fine.
Yeah.
But
Till my boy
rest of it-
Scotty came in and birdied that
Oh
shit.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys know I was locked in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
Damn,
crazy.
boy.
That's an extra goal. I feel like we've had a couple of those.
That is crazy. We took.
I
gold
think
in
that
in
we've
golf.
had a lot of surprise golds and a good amount of like not chokes, but things we expected to win, and they're gone. Like men's volleyball got knocked out today. Was it Ryan?
Did we? I was
Both of
watching Poland.
Both
just
of
a
them.
minute ago.
Yeah.
Sand.
Same
and,
thing with our sand
Yeah.
in semifinals.
Men's sand.
both-
Is the women's sand?
Both
that
men's
sucks.
teams are gone. I don't. Oh, both
There's
women's.
no-
all 4 American sand volleyball teams.
Yeah,
2
they
women's, 2 men's.
said
are
they were
all
the
out.
last
That's
ones today.
crazy.
It's because they didn't take Davey onto the team.
It's true.
Because he didn't play at Scorchers with us like tonight.
Well, that's the real Crucible.
At least have you there for shoulder rubs. And to put the little umbrella over them.
Yeah, you know.
Did you guys see the 1500 men's where they were hyping up? I think he was from Sweden or Norway, some sort of Scandinavian country. But the U.S. it was Great Britain and the
That's
Scandinavian
the
dude.
rivalry, right?
Yeah, and it was like, I'm the best ever, and then the other guy was like, I'm the best ever. The guy from the Scandinavian dude didn't even medal. Great Britain dude came in second. U.S. with the shortest dude won, and then the other guy got bronze. So we took gold and bronze when we shouldn't have.
You see the same thing happen today in the 3,000 meter. What was it called, Luke?
I don't know what they call it, but they jump over. It's like they do like
jump over
horse shit.
hurdles, and you run through a pond of water. Shit, there's
like a medley or something.
Yeah,
like that?
whatever.
I don't know. No.
3,000 meter, there was one U.S. dude in. He was just a college kid, wasn't supposed to be anything. He was in last place coming up to like the second last lap and just started freaking trucking it, dude. He passed all these dudes with like a lap or a half a lap left, and they're all like, what the hell's going on right now?
Crazy.
And the one Kenya dude that was supposed to win went over to one of the last hurdles, ate shit, jacked it all up. This dude went down, he won silver in it. He wasn't supposed to even like be anywhere near the top.
I saw two surprising ones.
crazy.
Well, maybe one isn't,
one you're
but the
talking about is
10K.
sweet, though.
So it's like 6.2 miles. We took bronze in, which is like the first time in like I don't know.
Oh,
like
yeah,
100
I saw that
years.
too.
And then I saw the women's 200. She won gold yesterday. It's freaking crazy. But you know what? It's crazier. I'm empty.
Me
I think
too.
we got to hit a commercial
break.
break.
Real quick.
I gotta say, before we hit a commercial break, I do want to say, let's talk about the book for a minute. Okay?
I don't know, man. I'm real empty.
Let's talk about the book real quick.
One quick thing, though.
One thing I did see in the book, it jumps around chronologically a lot. Each chapter, they're going back and forth from year to year. And that had me thinking, and I want to ask you guys something. If you could jump chronologically back to any year in your life, what would it be and why?
Can you jump chronologically backwards, or can I do it forwards too?
Both.
I'll do 5 seconds from now when I have another beer.
All right, let's answer that when we come back then, right?
Bang! All right, I love it.
All right.
Welcome back. And if you watched the previous segment, you'll know that we are now in my perfect timeline. I have a full beer and I'm ready to answer or ready to listen to the answers to Cam's question.
just
Tom,
say
next
the
question.
If you could go to any time in your life, jump to it, what would it be?
The year is 2048. Simple, easy answer. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I was going to say, we were about to get some real predictions out of that.
I know.
Elon Musk is on his 15th term of presidency. I don't know. I enjoy my life now. I wouldn't want to change anything in the gap between, but I guess if I had to, I'd probably go back to what year did we start high school? Maybe even 8th grade. And I would just tell myself, like, don't be a little wiener. You know, you could talk and not be so shy.
Well, that's weird you say 8th grade the year before you met me.
No, I was still shy till like 11th grade, and then I was annoying, and they wouldn't stop posting on Facebook about how I was a quiet kid and blah, blah. It's like, no, now you're an asshole.
So do you get those notifications like 15 years ago today you said?
So you say that's the best time of your life.
I have to delete a
No,
Facebook
I'd like to go
post every
back
3
and
days.
not,
Oh,
guys.
I see.
I'd like to go back to 8th grade and just be normal.
Okay.
Take my glasses off, maybe. I don't know.
It's kind of funny because obviously I asked this question, so I had it in the back of my mind what my answer would be. And around the same time frame, I would say I would want to go back to 7th grade CYO basketball down by 6 in the city playoffs.
This is really
And just start fucking shooting.
I had a wide open 3 in the corner. I would have loved to pump fake, take that to the rack, get it and 1, and then we're right back in the game. We go on to win it. I mean, I feel like that's when I let the city down.
That's not what I expected you to say.
Dude,
and we're-
2011. You invest in Bitcoin. You're a billionaire.
What are we talking about? Good point.
I thought you were gonna say when you were walking over with our Xbox and Erica Molly and Angelica Mormile wanted you to go dancing. You're like, no, we're playing Xbox.
Back to my point, though. I was like, oh, shit, girls, I have to run back in my house with my Xbox. And it's like, hey, hi,
Shit, there
Cameron's
goes
over
the
here.
We're
Yeah.
revealing a lot of deep things that
What?
happened in our past today.
What were they doing? Were they going to Club Paul's?
I don't know.
No, it had to
Maybe
be like
probably
probably
like-
somebody's basement.
No, it's probably
States
that
of
thing
America.
or that
it
thing
had
at
to be like
Roseland.
6th grade. Yeah, that's what I said. Club
Maybe,
Paul's.
I
Oh, I didn't know
guess,
that's what
yeah.
it was called.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was. I'll tell you
bumping
why
back then?
later, but I think that's what it was.
So Club Pulse was Roseland, but we
That shit was
upgraded to Club Impulse.
Remember Club Pulse, the first time you took me there was probably like 9th grade.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, and they had a free Red Bull truck outside where you get a free Red Bull. And I didn't know anything about booze or anything. I'm like, this has got to be close. And drank like a whole Red Bull. Like, this is going to loosen me up. And I was like, just freaking shaking in my skin.
That's actually
You can't
the only
beat times like
comparison to
that,
that I
though.
can think of outside of like hitting up United Skates back that was before high school though. Is it Arabica? What was the name of the hookah bar?
I never went
Pika
inside
or
but
whatever, right?
I picked you guys up there from a few times.
I only
But
went there once or twice.
him at
I
least,
think.
and I picked up there. But yeah, that was stupid.
You would go there to hookah.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
we went there that one time, Dave, when we were like well above age and met those.
Whoa, hold on. We might have to cut this.
You,
Met
you and
those
me.
2 dudes.
Yeah.
Those 2 Bitcoin traders. Speaking of Bitcoin,
Well overaged men.
and we hit the freaking hookah bong with them, and it
We
was a
said,
nice
hey,
time.
you got any investments I can know about, Johnny? It's on
Hey,
me.
you got any
It's
grapes?
on me, Johnny. It's boom.
So before we go off on
Actually,
2,
speaking of investments, did you guys hear about this week?
hold on. I got to stop you for a second. I want to keep talking about the book.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk about the book. One of the main themes in there is that the family has some skeletons in the closet. I think you were going down this route too.
I was.
I think the Haslam family exorcised some skeletons that were in the closet and made a big announcement.
That's true, Cameron. That is true. Actually, that is a more poignant segue than I could have. Yeah, and I came up
How's
with.
that
So
gonna sound,
yeah, that was very
Mike?
good, and it ties back in the book, which is super nice. So that skeleton,
This is technically book talk right now.
it definitely
Absolutely.
Yes,
Just
yes.
like the last little conversation was.
Because
We only talk about the book.
I've had a few people say it to me like, "You guys don't really talk about the book much. You talk about what the what are you
Those
talking
people
about?"
don't understand subtext, and they don't get what the podcast is about.
And relevancy, like,
Listen,
bro,
the
like, can we
whole
just talk
point-
about the state of the world right
The whole
now?
point of the show is you guys read the book with us. You make your own interpretation. Then we come on the show and we tell you what we think about it in our own words. And how we feel about it is that skeletons in the closet remind me of a big announcement that the Haslam made.
And if
I
you
mean,
read the book,
maybe
actually,
that might not be coherent. It might be really, like you said, poignant. I don't know. It's up for you guys
Well,
to
honestly,
decide.
Cameron,
but we're having a good time.
I think the more pores you have when we're talking about our plot points is how how much more our coherent statements become to the audience.
Fact.
Yeah, true.
we would love to hear your comment on a post,
But-
what you think we did wrong and what you think we missed in the book.
And what-
Feel
Chat.
free, yeah,
Chat, go
chat,
off.
go in on it.
These guys are about to roast you.
bruh, total bruh moment. But seriously, I think when Cam's referring to a skeleton in the closet, it is so blatantly clear to me that it's the offer made by Cleveland and Mayor Bibb, which was roughly about half the amount of money proposed for the renovations of the Cleveland Browns Stadium downtown. Now, we found out this week that the Haslam spit on that thing threw it out, and they said, hey, you know what? We're going to flop $3 billion on the table, and we're going to build a dome in Brook Park, which was the exact right idea. We're bringing in Cleveland to the 21st fucking century. We're not sitting back and living in our fears. We're not, forget that Cleveland Browns First Energy Stadium. They're building up the lakefront, and guess what? We're getting a dome. Taylor Swift is coming to Cleveland.
Woo!
And guess what?
Cam's pissed.
No, that's a perfect synopsis of the book.
Exactly.
Can you see the parallels? Oh my God, Dave, that was
My head's
money.
gonna explode.
But all things aside, all joking aside, let's get back to what we were really talking about. How do you guys think about this dome? Like, do you think it's going to be good for the area? Are you guys excited for it? It's only going to be like 4 years away.
Go ahead, Cameron. Give your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys go back to, I don't know, probably second episode, long time ago.
Yeah, you're right.
I had a lot of questions about the whole thing. I love downtown. I love going downtown, seeing it vibrant. It's a lot different than when we were kids. So seeing all the life that has been brought to downtown. And
When we
the
were
Browns
kids, you
being-
didn't go downtown. You know,
yeah,
like
exactly.
it's bad.
You wouldn't. And the Browns, we love our sports in general in Cleveland, but
We don't talk about it much.
We're in Ohio. It's a football town.
True.
The Browns are at the forefront of it. So,
For better or for worse.
Yep.
exactly. It was hard for me to let go of the idea that they wouldn't be downtown. But the more and more, we would hear these rumors, we would get the inside scoop that they're leaning towards Brook Park. It grew on me. I'm excited.
All right, hell yeah.
I think it's going to work out.
And then you saw those
well.
renderings.
Oh,
Jiminy.
I think
can you pull up the renderings?
Yeah, they're up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Dude,
show 'em.
it's crazy, but like,
Do you know they gotta dig that thing 80 foot into the ground?
I feel like most domes are like that.
That one has to be though to be with the
For the
FAA
airport.
or whatever
So from
regulations.
out-of-town
oh
listeners,
shit, it's
yeah.
going to be underground.
Yeah, it's gonna be built right by the Hopkins Airport. That's our
Did they
main
say anything
airport.
about the capacity?
I heard 80,000 a day.
No.
No
Yeah.
way, dude.
I believe
That's
it.
massive.
If they do that and it don't, that's going to be
That's what you're
literally
saying.
the best
It'd be like
stadium
in the
America.
Midwest, at least.
Browns
That's a Midwest hub.
First Energy's 60,000 probably roughly.
Dallas
I
is
think
a
it's
Put a
almost 80.
freaking ceiling on that bitch and
Dallas
make it
is
20,000 bigger.
Dallas is 110.
No, it's not.
I thought what?
No way.
Jerry,
There's no
what-
NFL.
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, biggest. There's no NFL stadium bigger than a college
The
stadium.
110 is Ohio Stadium.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Over max.
Dude, you're talking about a freaking roof over the whole
Jerry
thing.
World, I think, might be 75.
Yeah.
That's massive,
It's
though.
huge,
Think about
yeah.
it.
The big house is probably just a little over 110.
All right, so that's
It's
right.
one-
It holds
yeah.
105 with standing room.
Okay, look up
Cowboy
what.
Stadium.
All right,
but not-
look up if you could find anything on what.
80,000 seats, 105 with standing room.
Yeah, but the stadium they're planning on building in
So
Brook
that
Park. Can you
we're
find
literally
anything?
trying to do the same thing.
It's probably
Yeah.
early. There's probably no info on this yet. But actually, if they have a price, why not? Right?
If we could do 80,000 in Brook
That's
Park,
insane,
in a dome,
dude.
But
We'll
you know,
cut that last part out where I said I was,
No, don't-
standoffish about it because I'm not anymore, if that's true.
But just think about like what I like about this more than anything, outside of like going to like a game, regardless of what season it is, and being comfortable and like all that jazz. That's all great. Think about this. Think about how much revitalization not only comes to Brook Park, which is essentially a Scooby-Doo ghost town out of
yeah.
outside of the airport.
There's a reason they could build a dome there.
but they'll take down that waterfront stadium and build that up.
I hope put some
Like,
apartments there, or whatever.
I would imagine.
yeah.
Here's my theory with it. I hate to see anybody move out of downtown, but if it's going to be somebody, it might as well be the football team that you have 8 Sundays basically where you're, packing downtown, but it's 8 Sundays. What if the Cavs or the Guardians moved out of downtown? I mean, you're losing so much revenue down there. It's 8 days of the year. Obviously playoffs, preseason adds a little bit,
or
but
9.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but it's also
call it 9.
like for those who are out of state or out of the country, I know we have worldwide cast who don't understand this. Brook Park is only about 15 minutes away from downtown.
Oh,
Like,
if that, it's
not
right.
like an
It's basically
extremely
still
far away.
Cleveland. It's
That's
not
one of the
Richfield.
big things to me is that you can
right.
still take the red line RTA rapid
Right
straight
there.
to the
Hey,
stadium.
Browns
and
kicked
that's
ass.
part of the I think they're going to
Hey.
revitalize the
And they said
transit.
they want to extend it out to like Westlake too. the transit.
Unintended circumstance to this, and I just kind of took this. Tell me if I'm crazy, okay?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
So you move the Browns, you build that stadium, build up Brook Park, right?
Uh-huh.
The airport's right there.
Yep.
What don't you need now? That we've been complaining about in downtown Cleveland forever.
Oh, an airport.
So maybe
Yeah.
you take out Burke with this too.
I wish, but that'll be awesome, but they won't.
You build up Hopkins.
And I don't want to lose our freaking air show.
Oh no! Yeah, they would have to fly out of Hopkins, 15 minutes away.
Like Andy Milonakis'
How
mom.
fast do F-22 Raptors go, Vito? you look that up.
Look this up.
They're saying this thing is saying 60,000 plus seating. They're saying they're doing that by 20,000 parking spots. They're averaging 3 person a car.
I mean,
That's how
sounds
they're
about
figuring
right.
this.
That sounds about right.
So about the same size it is now. That's
So,
still
yeah,
cool.
it's a total
I want to
guess.
see it get up to 80.
That would
Dude,
be
80
sick.
insane.
It might be with standing room only, though.
It'd be probably more than that with Stan. I don't know.
I do wonder
How
because
much standing room's in current Brown Stadium though?
but they don't use it ever.
Okay.
I'm
Is
talking
there
about
even?
but I'm talking about for like
That's what I mean,
concerts,
yeah.
Luke. That's what they're saying. Standing room on the field.
Oh, good point.
20,000
I'm sorry,
people
you're
down
right.
there or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I guess an unintended consequence. It's not unintended, but maybe not as much focused on consequences as ticket prices are going to go up. Like big.
We're
time.
only getting older and wealthier.
I mean, it's true.
It's fine.
It's true. But it is going to price out a certain percentage of the fan base. But I guess it's only 8 games a year. Either way, I'm always for progress. I think this progresses Cleveland as a whole. I think it brings us into an attraction that like a big city like Cleveland should have.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
today if they don't do it now, it'll never happen in Cleveland.
I love it. You're
Because
right.
in
You're
20
so right,
years,
though.
when they go to build a dome, it'd be out of their price range. It'd be so obnoxiously priced. It'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
you can't do this.
Even then, if you're going to do it in 20 years, maybe everybody has a dome by then. It's not a big deal. Like,
Sure.
Doing it now,
Especially
you're-
with the way U.S. politics are leaning right now, yeah, the prices are going up.
change the subject.
But just think though, the Bills are building.
and I don't even know which way they're leaning.
Exactly.
The Bills are building an open.
Dude, and wasn't it like $1.5 or $2 billion that stadium for not a dome? That's
If
what they were
this
losing their
price is
mind.
real on Brown Stadium, I think it's a steal. What, maybe you can look this up later, but like, what was obviously we're not LA and we're not Vegas, but what did Vegas stadium cost and what did SoFi Stadium
It's
cost?
probably right around to the $2 billion.
No, dude.
$1.7 billion for the Bills' new stadium, which
Okay,
isn't a dome.
dude,
I'm saying.
that's
SoFi
about-
was
which
like
is also
$6
trash.
billion. SoFi's insane, and that's also a couple years ago.
SoFi.
All right, Allegiant was 1.9.
That's
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
But how many years ago now? I'm saying.
Vegas was more recent than
Four?
SoFi.
Vegas was just 3
Yeah.
years ago.
But inflation's went pretty freaking high in the past
It's
3
about
years.
the same price, yeah.
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 I'm telling you, which
you don't
Vegas.
want, you don't
This
want
is-
to know SoFi.
This is what I'm thinking of SoFi.
How
That
much is
maybe.
SoFi?
Man, I thought Vegas was more than that.
Shoot me a number.
6.3.
5.5.
Okay.
But they say SoFi is like the
It's
prettiest
not,
stadium.
yeah.
Like,
In
And
the
they have
world.
2 teams that play there, so that
But
helps.
I'm telling you,
True.
I think the going rate on domes now is around $2 billion to $3
Sure.
billion.
I thought it was cheap. I don't know. I'm serious.
I know, it's
Swear to
walking around money.
God.
But no,
you.
2.4 compared to 1.7 for a non-dome.
Right.
That's insane.
Come on now, brother.
I agree.
What's 700 more grand?
Listen. It's not 700 more grand. It's 700 more million. But if you got that kind of money to invest in the Bucks, who aren't even freaking around here, then you got that money to throw down a stadium.
Yeah.
I would think.
So while we're on the stadium talk, we talked about a little bit at the jump, the Guardians, and we love going to the games. And one of the features they have at that stadium is Great Lakes beer
Oh yeah, you're
at
right.
the corner bar on tap. And
Yep.
I do dial that in and throw back a few probably every time we go.
What we doing now, though?
That's exactly what I want to talk about. We haven't got into that segment yet. What are we drinking tonight, fellas?
Well, Cam, I think we're drinking the same thing. So you take the lead, describe this beer, because I know you are a wordsmith.
I do think they just added extra hops to those.
Oh, I have heard that.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Hayes Craft, and that's why I had the idea. They are serving this at Progressive Field right now. on draft, hazy IPA. I think they came out with it 2 years ago. I was like, oh, it's good for them that they got a hazy IPA, but it wasn't anything special. But today, coming to you not live and scripted, I can tell you this is delicious. This is right down my alley. I mean, you could go back and look at past tape. We love the juicy, vivacious. We love the
very good.
vivacious.
Very good.
The Great Lakes IPAs, that's what they do it for me.
Yeah.
Like I said in previous episodes, Great Lakes has stepped it up tremendously this past year or two.
Dude, they just keep rolling out new ones too.
Except for their Christmas sale. It's trash. I'll stand by that.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
partially
Mom.
there with you. Yeah.
All right, Luke.
Christmas
what are
in
you drinking?
July was
Mrs.
fun.
Gearing, I know. It's a Cleveland fan. Not even just your mom. It's freaking Cleveland, period. They die on that hill, but there's just better ones. Me and my little brother,
Locally too.
right, are drinking this
Absolutely.
strawberry pineapple wheat by Great Lakes. Phenomenal summer beer.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one before this is
You
over.
could drink this instead of water, and you would totally be fine within a hot day.
I've seen dudes do it at work.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good. Like most of the beers they make nowadays. Speaking of on tap at Guardians games, though, I like them espresso shots. That's what we've been getting into.
What did they hit you for
Coffee
those
boys.
$4 a freaking double espresso shot. $4. It's
What?
Our move. It's our move now.
though? Where?
That's what we do.
They got a coffee bar and it's good.
Like literally third base right there, right behind, or first base, right behind first base.
What the hell?
Yep.
It's a coffee shop, but the big thing's espresso shots.
$4 is a
They
steal.
get you right. Sunday morning, you're crawling in your skin, but
Get into the
Saturday
stadium.
night, you're right.
Oh,
Hey, you know
I see.
what? You're sitting there Saturday night. You take that shot. You say, "Hey, that's a future me problem. It's not a present me problem."
Lock it in.
That's me on the Nealers problem.
Yep.
Yep,
Not
yep,
right now,
yep,
problem.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wondering if I'm going to make it through this mass.
Yes.
I got the cold sweats about 40 minutes in.
Yeah, but you get the cold sweats when you go there sober.
You don't know what
That's
that is.
all the
You
sin
just
carry
you
on.
just made a song.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do we got? Another book here or what?
I think we do.
So I did want to transition, or I did want to talk about the transition from the transition they had in the book to the climax in this story. But, I think we're out of time, like you said.
yes.
So we should just
Chris
review the
is
book.
pushing us.
Okay.
Let's do it on the Patreon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
the extended version of
Bonus
Patreon.
app. Bonus app.
Just kidding. We don't charge you shit for this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all free all the time.
So please hit that like and subscribe button.
Smash that shit.
You know we're coming out with this podcast type shit every week.
He just figured out that
Every
type
month.
shit is what people say once in a while.
It's a
so
Zoomer term.
Dave, hit him with a Riz.
Also filler word type shit.
Yeah. Listen, I'm on my drinking type shit, talking about books type shit, and we're going on to the next book type shit, Cameron.
All right, soccer coach.
I'm going to do it.
type shit.
All right. Check this out, everybody.
Domino that thing.
We're excited to reveal this one. I think we're going to come with it next week. We're going to see it next week, right? I know it's been every episode's been delayed, but we're going to knock this one out. I think it's going to be a quick one.
Pull it, Cam. Oh my gosh. Little
Whoa,
black
whoa,
dresses,
In them
little
dancing shoes.
white lies. Another tintillating.
You know what they say? A white lie never hurt no one.
Tintillating thriller.
It looks. I can't wait to hear Vito's cover review.
So my sisters read this book and told me I have to read it.
Must
Said it's
read.
A 10 out of 10.
So check this out, everybody. I mean, it's up to you guys if you decide if this is right down your alley or not. I'm looking at the back right now, and it seems right down my alley.
Like this New York City.
yeah.
Literally,
Harper-
that's my alley right
Harper
there.
Anderson swore she belonged in a Northern California suburb, but she ends up in New York and just goes off with the Riz.
Wow. Sigma.
Skibbity. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this episode. You guys gotta
Give him your Phantom tax.
Oh no, not yet. Next episode.
We're not charging yet.
But you guys have a limited amount of time to pick up this book and read it before we do, and we put out another episode. So get to it quick. This is another episode of Plot and Pours. Hope you guys had a great time. I know we did.
Take us out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, we're gonna go.
Go Fighting Tigers.
We're
about
gonna
to go
show
3
the
for
other
3.
team who the Sigma is in Val.